Hi everyone, it's Matt. I'd like to talk today about corporate social responsibility or sustainability strategy, depending on what term you might use or your organization uses. I'll refer to it as CSR for brevity for the remainder of this. CSR has been around for quite some time. I'm sure you're all familiar with it. We've also seen the emergence recently of social enterprise strategy as a business model. I don't necessarily think that one's better than the other, but regardless of which approach you take, I think there are some key components to consider. First off, I just want to explain the key differences between the two. Corporate social responsibility is about profit, obviously, and social well being. So there's a balance, and there's also a strong focus towards sustainability. For example, Victory Brewing, they provide fundraising and do a lot of events for the local watershed because that helps clean water, which is used, in the process of making beer. So they do a lot of community activities, tree plantings. So it's mutually beneficial to the company and the community. Social enterprises' primary focus is to serve society as a whole, less so profit. A favorite of mine is online retailer Uncommon Goods. They are a B Corp, so they're strictly governed by standards of ethical practices, environmental responsibility, sustainability. And they also, if you've ever been to their site, they focus on small retailers, small manufacturers, artisans. So, with the differences explained, the theme to both is about looking beyond pure profit. So that's looking to your employees, your customers, the community, the globe. Despite which direction your company takes, there are 5 reasons why I think you should be involved in CSR or SE. Okay, your employees care. I hope you know that. Whether you're a large company or a small company, your employees care about the community that they live in and work in. If they see you actively involved, they're going to become more actively involved. They'll feel that they have more purpose than just, making money themselves and you making money. I've seen this lead to happier, more productive staff and greater camaraderie, especially if you do events where you bring your team together to include them in your CSR efforts, whether that's consulting them on greener packaging or fundraising event. That creates a buy-in for the employee into what you stand for and what you're doing. Your customers care. Price is always a factor, but increasingly people look beyond price when they make purchase decisions. One only needs to look at your social media feed to see that sometimes companies act inappropriately and people are aware of how you value them and treat them and treat their money. Customers want to see you source locally, embrace cleaner technology, give something back. But by all means, you shouldn't engage in CSR because you think it's a good marketing move and that it will improve your image or your brand. Customers are smart. They'll see through that if they think it's just a pure marketing gimmick. So don't do that. The community cares. Whether those people in that community are your customers or not, your business still functions in their space. And even though they might go to a competitor today, they might come to you tomorrow because you do greener packaging or you support something that they support or they just see you active in the community, whatever it may be. My belief is that when the community benefits, everyone benefits, including your business. And I've even seen that work with competitors in a competitive industry where they'll come together for some initiative that's beneficial in the long term for both of them, and it benefits the community. Your brand matters. Your CSR approach should be a reflection of what your mission is, what your company stands for, what your long-term goals are, and let people know that. Put it on your website, put it on social media. Let people know that you care about the future. theirs and your own. I've often seen where donations, volunteerism, community activities go unreported, or they're not reflected in literature or to the staff, and that's a loss to your brand. You should let people know what you're contributing to or what you're hosting, and people will notice what you do. Okay, the last one, making lasting relationships. I view business a lot like I view life. It's about creating meaningful relationships. For example, if you had a personal friend who always took money from you, but when you asked to help you move, they don't, how would you feel about that? I think it's not the same, but it's transferable to business. If someone sees you take but not give, their opinion of you is going to be different. And being in business is a partnership, not just with your customers, but with the community. It's beyond providing a product or a service. It's about making those connections with people, because that's really where you see the strength in your business. Thanks for watching. Please share and comment on this video. Below is my contact information and links to more information about the companies I discuss. Talk to you soon.